Hey, it's Marley, aka Type 1 Reader, and today we're going to be doing my April TBR video. So to start, I do have a couple books I already have planned, and then for the final few books, I'm going to be doing something I did last year to help me pick my TBR that I thought was really fun, where I had my Spotify liked playlist help me choose my TBR, where I hit shuffle on my playlist and I let the music pick my TBR. So we're gonna get to that later. But to start, I do have 3 books planned that I want to read for kind of a themed reading vlog like I always do. You can probably guess the theme based on these books. If you can guess, let me know in the comments. But first up, we're gonna have Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. This is a YA dystopian and kind of fantasy book that actually has a really large series. So we'll see if I end up deciding to continue the series. But this is the first book. It was popular back in the day and I just never got around to it, but it was very, very popular. From the description, it seems to be about a girl who has the power to kill people when she touches them, which is maybe more of a curse than a power, but that seems to be the main point of the book, the main catalyst. And then, as I said, it is a dystopian. Bad things are going on in the world and maybe she's gonna help save the world? I don't know. But I do know there's also a big romantic element in this book. I think people really like the romance in it, but we will see how I feel. Another book I want to read is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. Another classic book that I just have not gotten to yet. Another YA fantasy that is very well known. I'm actually not sure what this is about. Okay, I looked at the description. It seems to be a mix of honestly a lot of other YA series that I've read, a lot of interesting tropes. So there's some sort of like caste society in this world where you either have red blood or silver blood. So of course our main character has red blood, which is like the lower level, but then there's like the royalty who I guess has silver blood, and it does deal a lot with royalty. I think our main character has some sort of special power even though her blood is red, so that's like a weird occurrence. So then she kind of gets brought into the royal family, the royal goings on, and there's some sort of rebellion, there's violence, there's probably romance. Let me know if you have read this one and if you liked it. And last up we have by Laini Taylor, Daughter of Smoke and Bone, the first book in this series, which is another one I've heard people love for years. So this one, it's about an angel and a devil falling in love. Okay, there's some sort of otherworldly war, star-crossed lovers. It's a sweeping, gorgeously written modern fantasy about a forbidden love, an ancient epic battle, and hope for a world remade. So it sounds a little bit more serious, but yeah, all of these kind of have similar themes, and I'm excited to get into them because I have never read these before, but they're all pretty iconic. The only other book I have planned is going to be my book club that I have with my friends. We're reading Blackbird and Butcher, I think it's called. Butcher and Blackbird by Brynne Weaver. And this is more of a newer popular book that as soon as I saw it and heard the premise, I was like, I need to suggest this for my book club, because I don't know if I would gravitate to this book or pick it up on my own necessarily, but I thought it would be fun to read with my friends. We mainly do read romance and sometimes thriller in my personal book club, so I thought it was a good fit. From what I remember, it seems to be about 2 serial killers who fall in love. So it has the romance, but also like the twisted darkness. I guess it's like a dark romance technically. And I also think there's some sort of competition that these 2 serial killers get into. And so I think this one could be really fun to read with friends. I think it's pretty popular. Let me see. My friends have rated it 4.5, 5 stars. So pretty promising there. All right, now let's get into the part where Spotify helps pick my TBR. We're gonna do this for 3 different books. We're gonna go shuffle and see what we get. Okay, we got Arcade by Duncan Lawrence. This is actually timely because this song just recently played in the newest season of Young Royals, which is a Netflix show. The final season 3 just came out and I'm obsessed with that show, and this song came on in like a really heartbreaking scene. Anyways, okay, let's look at the lyrics, because obviously I can't play the songs for copyright reasons, so we're just gonna look at the lyrics for this. A broken heart is all that's left. I'm still fixing all the cracks. Lost a couple of pieces when I carried it home. I'm afraid of all I am. My mind feels like a foreign land. Silence ringing inside my head. Please carry me home. I spent all the love I've saved. We were always a losing game. Small town boy in a big arcade. I got addicted to a losing game. All I know, loving you is a losing game. Speaking of star-crossed lovers earlier, this definitely has to be a book that focuses on star-crossed lovers or deals with a heartache of some sort. So I'm gonna look at my physical TBR that I pulled over here first to see if it's relevant. Any of these are relevant, and we'll go to my non-physical TBR. Okay, I have a possibility on my physical TBR, but I kind of want to check out my Goodreads TBR and see if there's a different option. Okay, I think I made a decision. I don't feel as good about this as I normally do, but I just feel like the one on my physical TBR doesn't fit enough. But I'm thinking of maybe going with Every Summer After by Carley Fortune. I read another book by her and I didn't love it, but this is one that was like more hyped up, so I have more hope for it. It seems to be about a couple who has a lot of angst. Like they used to know each other and then they have like time apart and come back together, which does sound similar to her other book. I know there's also loss because it seems like the main girl has like lost her mother. Told over the course of 6 years and one weekend, Every Summer After is a big, sweeping, nostalgic look at love and the people and choices that mark us forever. It sounds a little bit like it's gonna be emotional and sad, so I'm gonna take a risk with this one and go with this. Okay, let's do the next shuffle. Okay, we have I Feel Bad by Blackbird. So let's look up the lyrics. I'm thinking this one might be an interesting one. Okay, so I feel bad, I don't feel good. I feel bad, I don't feel good. I'm like F love, F life. I'm a fool for you all day, all night. Or you said that you could do better. Why don't you try? Never mind how I feel. It's all right. Yeah. And everything that I love is bad for me and it sucks. I know I can't make you care. I swear you're so good at making me feel bad and making me feel terrible about myself. Good. You're so good at making others hurt with only just your words, with only just your words. So this is about a not very good relationship. So I feel like that's going to be really hard for me to pick a book because most books are like romantic and nice. It's very not nice. Okay, I think technically we could interpret this as maybe enemies to lovers. Like maybe this is the beginning of their story, is that they feel like they don't like each other or they make each other feel bad, and maybe there's a redemption. Okay, I'm really struggling to find a book for this, but I was thinking I want to read a thriller. And so I looked through my thriller TBR, and I feel like the vibe for this is to read about like a toxic marriage or marriage on the rocks. And obviously that's very common in domestic thrillers. So one that's been on my TBR for a while is A Good Marriage by Kimberly McCreight. It's basically what I was saying, where like there's this woman, she's having cracks in her relationship with her husband, very typical domestic thriller. Also has to deal with another couple that they're friends with, also seems to be having like issues, and then I think the wife turns up dead of this friend and the husband's a suspect, and for some reason our main couple is getting involved in this as well. Okay, sounds like there's a toxic marriage involved, but like also other things, so I'm just gonna go with that because I had to cut the camera because I actually like couldn't figure out something I wanted to read that fit this. Okay, let's do another shuffle. Slow Grenade by Ellie Goulding and Lauv. 2 faves. This is gonna have similar vibes to the other songs we've had. Okay, help me, my God, this got messy. Least I got the best seat because we put on a hell of a show. Waiting, I just keep on waiting for the final curtain because I just can't let go of your love. You say name like you know my dark side. Can't be the taste of the tears that I'll cry. Slow Grenade is blowing up my mistakes, so why don't I stop it? Still got time for me to stop it. It's like a part of me must want it. That's why I'm not running from it. Can't escape this blowing up in my face, so why can't I stop it? Still got time for me to stop it. It's like part of me must love it. That's why I'm not running from it. Sounds like another theme that's very similar of like toxic relationship or slowly like ending relationship. It's Slow Grenade, and I'm struggling for books with that theme. Okay, I cannot find something for that song, so I'm gonna go to the next song, and it is Feel Again by One Republic, and hopefully we have more luck with that. So it's been a long time coming since I've seen your face. I've been everywhere and back trying to replace everything that I had till my feet went numb, praying like a fool that's on the run. Heart still beating, but it's not working. It's like $1 million phone that you just can't ring. I reached out trying to love, but I feel nothing. Yeah, my heart is numb, but with you, I feel again. Yeah, with you, I feel again. Yeah. Okay, so this is more of like a happy song, so I think I could find more romances that fit this. Okay, I actually think I found the perfect book for this. So The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston is a romance book that is literally about a character who is a romance writer, and then after a breakup, she no longer believes in love. And I think she's having writer's block or something too because of that. But then she meets this guy and it helps her to like love again or feel again. But the only thing is it's a ghost. And I know that this romance is like between a girl and a ghost, and I've been kind of intrigued by that. I've heard some people like it and some people don't really like it. but I'm definitely intrigued to see like how that goes with a girl like being in love with a ghost. Romance is certainly dead, but so is her new editor. And his unfinished business will have her second guessing everything she's ever known about love stories. I feel like that's gonna have to work for now. This one was a little bit more of a struggle to match these books to the songs, unfortunately, but I think we have a good group of true romances and a thriller, so that should kind of even out because the rest of the books on my TBR are more fantasy. So that's gonna be my TBR for April. Definitely let me know if you have thoughts below or if you could think of any better books that could have matched these songs that I got. And definitely subscribe so you can see my thoughts when I finish these books. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.